We weren't 100% sure if today's flight was even going to happen. Averie had her wisdom teeth removed 2 weeks ago, and yesterday, a day before today's scheduled flight, she got a bad infection and had to go back in to see the doctor and have everything opened up and cleaned out. So today she's still experiencing a little bit of swelling and some discomfort, but Averie is such a driven and dedicated young lady, and you're going to find out more about that after we get up in the air when we discuss the big news and the big announcement she has. But that's just the kind of dedicated person Averie is, and Janice and I know that she'll just go far in life.
Just go ahead and climb on in.
Just a real brief rundown on everything. The first thing is, here's your rudder pedals, okay? All right, now push the rudder pedals. Okay, can you get them all the way down on both sides? Okay, now they're multifunction, okay? The rudder pedals control the rudder, okay?
Okay.
This controls the bank, all right? So these are the ailerons. If you look out here, you see them going up and down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the flaps are right here. That kind of slows us down when we're landing and so forth, okay? This does absolutely nothing on the ground. Okay. I can't tell you how many people get in the plane, they try to steer doing this. That does nothing. You steer everything with the rudder pedals. But here's what you got to be careful of. On the very top of those rudder pedals are the brakes. All right, so push your foot forward. You feel, and now push on. You see how they articulate a little bit? Did you tell that?
And both of them have a brake?
But yeah, you have a left brake and a right brake, unlike a car, because that helps you turn real sharp. So you can get on like the left brake and give it a little power and do it real quick, which is what we have to do here because there's not a taxiway here. So when we land, we have to back taxi. So we just move over on the side of the runway, hit a hard left brake, and then just turn it around. This might be a little different from what you've learned on. You probably learned on the 6-pack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This looks newer.
Yeah.
The one, I mean, it didn't have any of the screens
glass
or anything.
Okay, so what he's getting at is a 6-pack, and that's what I learned on, but all that information is right there, okay? So our airspeed, our altitude, our vertical speed, our heading, our compass, this is our moving map. I can switch this over to here in reversionary mode, so you can see, you know, what our airspeed is, our indicated airspeed. When we got wind, especially like today, we may have an indicated 120 knots. We may be going 200 knots if you got tailwind, or cars may be passing you if you got a headwind. Okay, so, and this just gives us our CAS messages here, what's going on. This is our bank. Okay, today I don't really want you going more than about 20 degrees. This is 45. Okay, that would be a steep bank. We'll try to keep it around 15, 20 degrees, just a nice shallow bank. And then this gives us a...
First thing we do anytime we get ready to fly, listen to the weather. So we got 2 sets of radios. These are frequencies on COM 1 and these are frequencies on COM 2. So on COM 2,
Stearman Field Airport.
this cycle through is going to go through about 9 cycles.
6 Zulu, weather, wind 200 at 10, gust 19er, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 19er Celsius, dew point 2, altimeter 3005.
All right. Fuel is on both. Cowl flaps open, so trims are set on the tick marks. We take off with 10 degrees of flaps. Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Papa Echo, taxiing the run-up area 17 Stearman. Right. See how much I'm having to push that right rudder pedal in? Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Papa Echo, taking off 17
Entered runway
Stearman.
17, 5,000 feet remaining.
All right. Instruments are green. Airspeed is alive. We're going to rotate at about 60 knots, which we got. I've got positive rates, so our flaps are going to come up. Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Papa Echo, departing the area 2 south, Stearman. All right, so let's zoom in here. I'm going to get us so we can go by y'all's property there.
Okay.
Take us over here a little bit more so you can see out the... You should be able to spot your property here in a little bit.
almost be right below you here shortly. Get out yet?
I need to find it. I honestly don't know what it looks like right now.
It's going to be a little bit in front of you.
Wait, I see it.
See it?
Yeah.
You want to take a picture, or you got your phone?
It's in my pocket, but...
Or can you reach it?
Right, maybe that's... right there below us.
No.
Oh,
Cool?
oh, that's really cool. It's weird looking at everything from up high. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it takes a little while. See that airport right there off to your right? That's Augusta's airport.
Okay.
All right, you see that? Here's an airplane coming toward us right here, but he's
Traffic,
500 feet
1
below
o'clock,
us.
2 miles, 500 feet below.
And see traffic 1 o'clock, 2 nautical miles, 500 feet below. So just kind of look out for him.
I see him.
See him?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to see another plane, isn't it?
It's really low.
We're not that high, so he's going to pass almost right underneath us, it looks like. Is there any particular place you want to kind of go to?
No, nothing that I have in mind.
All right. Feet off the pedals for now. I'll let you take the controls. So whatever you're comfortable with, left or right hand, I put it like right here. See how I'm kind of holding it? That way you can put like a little pressure with your thumb if you need a little down pressure. Here's what you need to do. Look at the horizon, okay? Find the spot on the dash on the horizon that looks probably about 3 or 4 fingers above the dash. You see the horizon? That's wings level, okay? If you're not level and you're banking, you're doing that. You can see that, right? You don't even have to look at the instruments to know that. Same thing going to the left. You can see that you're banking. So what I want you to do is get me wings level.
Okay, so that's just keeping them.
I'm just going to fly straight and level. What I want you to do is put your feet on the rudder pedals just slightly, and I want you to see what yaw means. All right, just push one of the rudder pedals and push the other one. You're going to see us kind of do that. See how that goes off? Do it the other way. Give it a little more. Keep going, keep going. Hold the swings level, but hit the rudder, okay?
Okay.
And then what I'm trying to see you do is that rudder helps keep us coordinated. Okay, so we're flying along my airplane for a second. I'm just going to show you. We're flying wings level. Now we're yawing. I'm wings level, but the plane's doing this. That's because I'm on the rudder pedal only. But to turn, you need to bank and use a little rudder pedal. Let me demonstrate real quick. I'm going to go to the left. All right. So I'm going to bank, and I'm going to use a little bit of left rudder pedal. And I'm going to try to keep that coordinated so that this trapezoid is underneath that triangle the whole time. So that's coordinated flight. If I get off, see how it feels weird? Well, we don't want that. And up here, it's not so bad, but it makes the people in the back get sick. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So here's what I want to do. Let us get back your airplane now.
Airplane.
All right. Let's start turning this away a little bit. I'm going to give you a heading look here. See this right here? That's called an MOA. That's a military operating area. So go ahead and turn us to the left. It's your airplane. Anytime you turn, you're going to tend to descend. So what it is one of the wings loses a little bit of lift. There you go. Perfect. El Dorado Lake out there?
Okay.
Point us toward El Dorado Lake. All right? And then roll out of the turn, just nice and easy, and get us back to wings level. Find you a spot on the horizon so that the horizon looks level with the dash. You're flying, by the way. I ain't doing nothing. Nothing to it, is it?
How little you have to do that.
What's that?
How, like, little adjustments you have to.
They're really very minor adjustments, and you want them to be smooth. You don't want to jerk or anything. It's the same thing driving a car. The faster you go in a car, the less inputs you need to put in it. If you're going slow and you turn the wheel real hard, it doesn't do anything. You're going 120 miles an hour and you turn the wheel real hard, you're going to flip over. That was good. You hit a little pocket of air just then. You didn't overcorrect. Just let the plane settle out. All you do is just kind of hold the input that you have. Don't exasperate the situation. You're doing real good holding altitude.
Okay.
Okay. Starting to feel a little more comfortable now?
I think I'm getting the hang of it a little.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing great. You're doing great. All right, you want to announce your big news?
The camera?
No.
Or to you, or?
Oh, well, I mean, to us. Well, let me just introduce. This is Averie. Her mom and Janice work together at Andover Middle School, and you're a senior. And Janice was taking your senior pictures, right? And you brought along a permit for the United States Air Force, and you were thinking of joining the Air Force, but at the time you had applied for what?
I applied for the Air Force Academy.
You applied for the Air Force Academy, and that takes quite a bit of doing to get in. What's the process for that? Number one, you got to be kind of smart, right?
Really good grades, a lot of academic clubs or any clubs for the school, a lot of sports teams. They look for a person who is really active at their school. So you have to do that, throughout the 4 years, and then the whole actual application is quite long, but through it all, so.
Yeah, but you also have to get a senator to sign a letter of recommendation. Isn't that true as well?
You have to get a nomination from the senator. So each senator and congressman has their spot at the academy.
And you got in.
Did.
While we were shooting your senior picture, kind of flippantly said, "So you're gonna become a pilot?"
Maybe.
Yeah, and you kind of looked at me like, "Well, I don't know," and then it was kind of like, "Well, I am going in the Air Force."
I am enjoying this. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's just it. You gotta do what you love, right? And so I offered to take you up flying, although we've had just terrible weather since then, and just to see if you would be interested in it. And so you kind of went, oh yeah, I'd love to go try it, and just see if you enjoy it or not. And so far, I don't know if you're enjoying it or not, but you seem to be a natural. And look how iced over El Dorado still is. Only one place it's melted is right on the shoreline. There's I-35 off to your right going north. Do you know the airport code that we departed from?
Oh.
Okay, let me help you out. Okay, we took off from Stearman. All right.
Okay.
That airport code is right there. It's 1K1. Okay. Hit direct to. All right. All right. Now turn that inner knob to number 1. All right. Now the outer knob, click it one time. Great. And then turn the inner knob to K.
German traffic, Saratoga 9137 Echo.
All right, turn the outer knob and now turn that to 1. All right, now hit enter. Okay, so that's the line that'll take us directly to Stearman right there. See that magenta line? And then whenever you're ready to say, hey, let's head on back, all you got to do is hit direct to enter, because you've already got it in the flight plan where we want to go.
Okay.
And then we'll head that way. Sun's in your eyes. Do you need the sunscreen?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that better?
It's more towards the
Better?
there. Thank
All right,
you.
there you go. What do you think? You like it?
I think it's fun.
Doing a great job staying on course, by the way. All right, let's go ahead and start descending a little bit slowly. All right, here's all that information I was telling you. The field elevation is 1,364 feet. Our traffic pattern when we're flying around, like crossing midfield and downwind and all that, is 1,000 feet above that. So 2,364, call it 2,400 feet, we need to be at before there.
Okay.
Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Pop Echo is 7 to the north, inbound 17, full stop, Stearman.
Lloyd Stearman Field Airport. Automated weather observation 2217 Zulu weather wind 210 at 10 gust 20 visibility 10 clear below 12,000 temperature 19 Celsius dew point 3 altimeter 3006.
All right, we're 5 miles out, so my controls. All right, Rich, prop in, fuel on both. All right, do you see the airport?
No.
All right. Look onto your map here, just kind of get you an idea of about where it's at. Sometimes it's easier to look for hangars than it is for the runway, but see it out there, see that cut through the trees there? That's the airport.
Okay.
Do you see the runway?
Yeah, I see it now.
All right, we're gonna put in 10 degrees of flaps, and it's gonna balloon up on us, right? So I gotta counteract that with trim. Won't slow us down. Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Pop Echo 3 to the north, inbound 17, full stop, Stearman. All right, we'll put in 20 degrees of flaps, and those flaps are going to start coming down. You'll see them coming down out there. We want to be about 75 knots on our short final and about 60, 65 when we go over the runway. We're at 90 knots now. We want to slow it down a little bit. Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Papa Echo is on final 17, full stop, Stearman. Not everybody shows up. That crosswind, that means he's going across the runway. But he said he's departing to the west, so he's going out that way. Now let's get in full flaps. Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Papa Echo, short final 17, full stop, Stearman. So the wind's coming this way, right? So we're going to bank to the right. All we're doing is lining up straight down the middle of that runway. You see that?
Yeah.
Now the wind's pushing us to the left, so we're just going to counter that.
Parr traffic, Sky 7947 Golf, about 4 miles to the east. Cross over midfield, join left down, right downwind for 18, run.
Okay, flaps are coming up. Move for taxi. Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Pop Echo, back taxiing 17, Stearman. Okay, you want to try to taxi? Put your feet on the rudder pedals.
Okay.
Right rudder. Oh, this does nothing. Right rudder, right, keep going right. Put us on that center line. Right, anticipate what you, this does nothing. There you go, now line us up there. There you go. I'm gonna give us a little gas here. A little more right rudder. See how we're drifting to the left? Right rudder, there you go. I was telling y'all when we were talking about it, it's like everybody wants to grab this.
This does absolutely nothing on the ground. Okay. I can't tell you how many people get in the plane that try to steer doing this. This does nothing.
What we're gonna do, a little more right rudder there. It's just a dance, you know, and you just kind of ease into it. Stearman traffic, Skylane 80 Pop Echo, clear 17, Stearman. Okay. Lined up here.
That was fun. I liked it.
Fun? Good job.
I did good.
I think you did good.
What do you think?
That was fun. I liked it.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of it?
It was a lot different than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Really? Like in what way?
Well, it was a lot, like I thought you would have to do a lot more harder turns than what it was.
Anyway.
I think I was getting the hang of it by the end, though.
Yeah.
I mean, she flew and after we passed y'all's property, she took over and she flew all the way to El Dorado, all the way up to Burns, around Burns, and then come on back, and then till we kind of were about 10 miles out.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do a radio call. She, oh, no. So, but yeah, we got some serious crosswinds. It's like 11 knot differential.
Yeah.
So I think the last one I heard was 11 knots, 19 gusts. So it's a little sporty coming down. Well, at the beginning of this video, I talked about how dedicated and driven Averie is. You can add considerate and thoughtful to the list. This was what was waiting for us the next day at the school. Fortunately, Janice didn't eat it all before she brought it home to me.